Hello, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the friendly confines of Children's Arena here in Oshawa, Ontario for Week 8 of the Arena Lacrosse League as the Paris Riverwolves visit the Peterborough Timbermen. I'm Lance Wynn, working alongside JVI Productions. Glad to have you along for the ride here. Starting goaltenders for today's game. For Paris, it'll be Steve Orleman that gets the call, and between the pipes for Peterborough, Nick Demad, he will come in with a 2-0 record and a 10.80 goals against average. Head coaches for the Riverwolves, it's Jamie Dubrick in his third season. His assistant is Chris Driscoll. And Joe Sullivan is the head coach for the Timbermen. His assistants are Ray Dance and Derek Cruft. Officials for today's game as we're underway. Mike Sullivan is the crew chief. He's assisted by Brendan Heron and John Sutcliffe. And that's Brandon Hessen. My apologies, Brandon, as we get started here. Some notable scratches here for both teams as Paris comes in very undermanned with just 12 runners on the roster here. They roll in with a 4-3 record. That puts them in the hunt. And, of course, the Timbermen, 4-2, three-way tie for second place in the Arena Lacrosse League. Timbermen now will move it up on offense, and fatigue won't be an issue right now as Colton Armstrong makes a good cross-court pass. Quick shot there by Doug Udding. Stopped, and the Riverwolves now will bring it back the other way. Thomas Whitty, he'll curl out. Find Dan Keene, who will flip to Spencer Pike, the leading point getter for the Riverwolves here this season. Working around the horn, 10 on the shot clock, working one-on-one, kick back out Pike, not able to scoop that loose ball. Timberman now in transition, will move it up. They've got numbers, 3-on-1. Good pass over, up, down, and crease the call. Good attempt by Aaron Woods, not able to pocket that, and the Riverwolves now will counter the other way. Pike. They'll set things up. Matt Lee out there now. He'll play both ends of the floor with their numbers as low as they are, as that pass almost picked off. Ryan Desvo gets it back. Pike, good hard shot, just got a piece of it. Did Demad, and now the Timbermen will work on offense. Tyler Grandel, dump it off. Working on the left side. Good peel out, looking for an opening or an open man. Curls around, looking for that far corner. Can't find the mark. That was Fred Hartley. And that will be a fresh clock for the Timbermen. Some notable scratches, changes for Peterborough. Of course, Brett Kuhn's not in the lineup. Blake Kenny also not in the lineup. They're also missing Tanner Poole, Dalton Hill, and Leland Palace. So an undermanned squad, but Joe Sullivan's got plenty on his bench there to work with as he's been dipping into that Peterborough pool, and it's a deep one. Timberman now working with 12:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Rolling off a check, coming around and finding that far corner was Colton Armstrong. He opens the scoring here as Peterborough leads this one 1-0. Off the draw, Big Rob King going up against Scott Arsenault, and Peterborough will gain possession off the draw and go back to work on O. Fred Hartley working on the left side. He'll dump it off to Vredenberg. Vredenberg was swinging around. Good hard sidearm, but wide of the mark. Had it momentarily, did Tyler Grandel. He managed to pick up the loose ball. His shot needed a quick one with the shot clock winding down. Didn't get any contact, and now it will be Paris ball the other way. Jonah Beam will dump it off and find Keene. Dan Keene working wrong stick side, looking for an opening, finds Matt Lee. Lee one-on-one, good speed, goes to the net, off the post. Be a reset. Keene scoops up the rebound. Fresh 30 for the Riverwolves. Good job defensively, though, by the long arms of Greg Riley. That attempt there by Keene stopped, and now here comes Peterborough. Steve Borden. Peel out. He'll be down on the right crease, working it up top to Aaron Woods. Of course, Woods comes in one of the team's leading scorers, second on the list behind Vredenberg. And Paris now will work it up. Whitty tried to work one-on-one. Good defense, and here come the Timbermen. Had numbers momentarily. Run the screen, good stop, and they will move it up. And a notable mention for the Riverwolves. Nolan Clayton, usually their starting goaltender, due to numbers, has put on the player's gear, and he will be wearing number 4, playing a forward position. So keep an eye out on that as shot clock winding down under 10. That's picked up by Vredenberg. He's got a breakaway. In alone, up, down, goes to the switch hands. So a beauty finish for Mark Vredenberg, the team's leading scorer, his 16th goal of the season, and it's 2-0 for Peterborough. Vredenberg continues to put together an outstanding season. That was his 38th point. He's averaging just over 6 points a game. Timbermen now will go back to work on offense. Udding, good job of holding that on. He'll dump it off, retreat, let the offense go to work. Under 9.5 to go here, opening quarter. Game 1 of 2 here, Children's Arena. Hartley tried to go to the bounce, couldn't finish. And we're going to have ourselves our first officials timeout. After our officials timeout, 9:20 to go here, and the Timbermen with possession. Cameron Simpson working down on that deep crease there on the right side. They swing it around left. Vredenberg dump it down to the crease. Back to the left side. Tried to flip pass. That's picked off. Paris now in transition. Don't have numbers, and a good decision to pull that out. Whitty had his pass picked off, and moving up the other way is Grandel. Grandel getting harassed. He'll flip it back, and it'll be Aaron Woods here that will kickstart this offense. Dangerous pass, almost picked off Vredenberg's sidearm. Stopped. So Orleman has been up to the task here. Early on, despite giving up 2, they were 2 very in-close goals. Simpson with a good hard shot. Steered aside, rebound to the Timbermen. They'll get it back out with a fresh clock to work with. Good skip pass. Vredenberg tried to backhand. That goes off the light. Possession will go to the Riverwolves. Matt Lee will quarterback, retreat to the right side, and they'll swing it over, working to the left. At the half board, Spencer Pike swing it back to the right. Keene, Pike, back to the left, looking for an opening. Dumps it down, had him wide open in the slot, but not able to capitalize was Brandon Porger. Breakaway, and a good shot, but better finish. So Ty Logan in all alone. Couldn't beat Orleman, but a careless mistake by the Riverwolves. And a 5-second count in the crease will give the ball back to Vredenberg and the Timbermen. Vredenberg kept it himself on the hidden ball, tried to sneak that one in short side. Orleman cut that off. Rebound, though, gobbled up by the Timbermen. They'll get another chance. Now Paris finally come away with it. 7:15 to go here, opening quarter. 2-on-1. Good hard shot. Far side, and a beauty finish for Hunter Angus. His first of the game and the first for the Riverwolves. They trail this one now 2-1. Off the draw, Timbermen managed to win the draw, but not able to get possession, and a good job of rolling off a few hits and finding his composure was witty, and a good job to maintain possession for Paris. Keene will start things off on the right side. His shot almost trickled in, but reaching back was Damad. And now Peterborough will have to hurry, but they get it over the timeline. Woods. Woods comes in averaging almost 5 points a game. And they'll be looking for that bounce shot, 5-hole. Colton Armstrong, his second of the game. And Peterborough now with a 3-1 lead. So we're not sure there in between goals. Jamie Dubrick and his goaltender, Stephen Orleman, decided to take their own timeout. Peterborough now off the draw, get possession, racing down and scooping it up was Clay Arnold. It'll get back to the top and swung over to the right side, and that's where the Timbermen will start. 6 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Hartley, good fake, gets his rebound, lofts it back out, and they will reset the offense. Round the horn it goes. Hudding. Dump it off. Hartley. Hudding will get it back. Takes a hard hit. Good defense. Underhand stop. Rebound goes to Timbermen again. They'll get a fresh clock to work with. They'll set things up with just under 5:40 to go. Backhand by Hartley. Goes off the top of the glass and out of play. And Paris now will get possession and head up over the timeline. Pike. Swing it back around to Lee. Lee will kick it down right crease back to the top. Pike. Little shook and jive. Couldn't go anywhere though. He'll have to reset, get it back. That pass not handled cleanly, but a good job of Corell in that rebound was Desvo. Pike, good hard shot on target, but stopped by Damad. Timberman now will lug it over the timeline easily. It was Ty Logan. He'll flip retreat. Aaron Woods now will start things here on the right side. Cameron Simpson dumps it off. Vradenberg opening. Back to Woods. Wood tried to use a screen. Couldn't find the mark. Rebound Corral. 5 on the shot clock. Vradenberg looking down low. Quick stick finish. Creased the call on the play, and on that note, we'll have our second official's timeout. Back to action here with 4:34 to go in the opening quarter, and a good job by Dan Keene as he finds his way, earned the shot, didn't hit the mark, and now the Timbermen will work it on up. 3-on-2 in transition. Good job by Matt Lee. That was a very timely stick check, and we're going to have our first Visionware power play, a too many men call. First Visionware power play of the game goes to the Timbermen. To the Riverwolves. They come in with a power play working at 50%. Ironic considering their penalty kills also at 50%. As Lee in there from the shooter's spot. That's blocked, knocked down. Tried to scoop that up in the slot. Timberman now will work it up, and a terrible change allows for a breakaway and an easy finish for Colton Armstrong. His third of the quarter, shorthanded, and it's 4-1. Minute 35 left in the man advantage for Paris as they've given up a shorthanded marker. And when you look at the way this game's changed over the last 10 years now, offense to defense, and you know the struggle sometimes is when to change and when not to, and if you're an offensive player, you don't necessarily want to be on the defensive side of things. In that situation, though, you're the last man back. You've got to play deep. So the Riverwolves back to work. Pike looking for an opening, can't find it, swing it over. Lee goes to the underhand. That goes wide of the mark. Had it momentarily, did Peterborough, but no longer, and Scott Arsenault, sorry, not Scott Arsenault, but Greg Riley, a little two hands on. Keane with a bullet. That went actually off the top, off the shoulder, reset with 40 seconds left in the man advantage. Keane swinging around, Lee, skip pass, Pike, shot, stop. Pike will grab the rebound, give his team a fresh 30. Riley all over him. And they'll go back to work. That pass up, and a good job by Pike to get it. Udding chased him down, and a good hit from Udding. And I will say that Desvaux less than impressed with that. And final 10 seconds left here as Hartley will pick it up, wait for some help, jump it in the rush. He goes to the bounce. That's off the rafters, and with 4 seconds to go, Paris will have possession. 2:18 to go here, opening quarter. The penalty now is over. Teams 5 aside. 4-1 in favor of the Timbermen. Lee will lock and load, and a good save by DeMod. And he will send the outlet up and ahead to Steve Borden. Borden and Woods on the right side. Get it back out to Simpson. He'll swing into Vredenberg, half boards left side. Vredenberg, Woods, quick shot. So Vredenberg to Woods, a deadly combination, and it's 5-1 now for Peterborough. So we talked about Paris being a bit undermanned here. The question will be, where are they around in the second half? Got to have a manageable deficit. You don't want Peterborough to run you out of the building from start to finish. Timbermen now back to work on offense. It's been a pretty familiar sight as they spent most of this quarter in the offensive end. And no swinging around the horn. Again, had a notion, tried to dump that off to Vredenberg in the slot. Couldn't find him. Head man up. Good job to track that down and pick it off. Was Colton Armstrong doing a little of everything here, both ends, as we're into just under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Rob King working on his wrong stick side. He'll dump it off and remain on. Intercepted pass, Doug Udding. Good speed, goes by King, goes to the far corner. Doug Udding on the scoreboard. It's 6-1 Peterborough. So a tough quarter for Stephen Orleman and the Paris Riverwolves, trailing 6-1 here and moving it on up. Good stick check there, but not able to create the turnover. Keane goes to the sidearm. That's wide. Ricochets all the way down the length of the carpet. 27 seconds to go here in the quarter. It'll be Peterborough ball. Vredenberg on the half boards will swing it out to Hartley. Out there with Simpson and Joe Hall. Net empty for the extra attacker, and Joe Sullivan and company going for the throat right away with 10 seconds to go. It's about a 3-second differential. Shot clock, game clock, that's checked out and will remain this way. New clock, 5. Need a quick shot. They do off the hit. And we're going to have a coincidental minors called as with 2 seconds left. So Clay Arnold in the penalty box and Nolan Clayton in the box, as that will do it for the first quarter. 6-1 after the first 15 minutes here at Children's. All locked and loaded here for second quarter action right off the bat. Violation. And it will go to the Riverwolves. Jamie McMahon will set things up. And he'll retreat to the bench. It'll be Dan Keane out there to quarterback this offensive set. Makes a move, working right side, switches hands, left side, comes back, goes off his own player. And Peterborough now will move it up with a 2-on-0. And tried to go 5-hole as Cameron Dunkerley has come in to take over the net-minding duties for Stephen Orleman, and that pass takes a funny hop. And it'll be Timbermen ball here as they go back to work on offense with a commanding 5-goal lead. Dangerous skip pass. And on the roll, looking for it. Not there. As that ball remains loose. 10 on the shot clock. Tried to skip that over. Ball funny bouncing all over. And now the Riverwolves now in transition. In alone, making a fake, going back to the corner. A nice finish. Josh Medeiros. He's on the stat sheet, and it's 6-2. So whatever the discussion was in between the goal got rectified, and Paris now will work it back up and wait for some offensive numbers. Good hard skip pass. Working on that side. Flip, Pike kicks it back to Keene, right side. Keene gets a screen, roll coming, bounces off a check. Good stop there by Damad. Fresh clock now for Paris. Quick shot, looking low corner. That goes up and out of play, and it will go to the orange. 13:25 to go here, second quarter. 6-2 lead in favor of the Timbermen. Ethan Riggs, he'll dump it off. He'll retreat as Vredenberg will go back to work here on the half boards left side. Looking for a screen from Hartley. Gets a good hard check, and under no circumstances that an effective screen. And it will go back the other way. Jamie McMahon, it's a good move to elude Vredenberg. And he'll get it over the timeline. Dump it off, and Paris now will work with Pike. Pike, big hard shot, corner. So Spencer Pike finally got a chance to unload. He finds the mark, and it's 6-3. Spencer Pike with his first of the game and his 10th of the season. He leads the team with 31 points. And out of the bench again. This one steered aside by Damad. Working in the corner. Paris, with some momentum here to open up this second quarter, have clawed their way back into it. Ball loose, half boards. Keene rolls off a check, dumps it down low. Sizing it up right on target was Hunter Angus, and able to corral that rebound was Keene, and a run here as it's now 6-4. So 3 unanswered by the Riverwolves. Closes the gap now to 2 with just over 12 minutes to go here in the second. So Jamie Dubrick's crew showing some life as the Timbermen looking for that quick stick down low. Good pass from Vredenberg, but not able to pocket the finish, and doing a good job getting it up over the timeline was Thomas Whitty. So Dan Keene did get credit for that goal, a timely one, as he whips it behind the net. Vredenberg thought about the jump shot. To Keene right in the slot. Sorry, not Vredenberg, my apologies. That offensive miscue returned by the Timbermen, and now the Riverwolves will bring it back and get it over the timeline. Rob King will elude a check, dump it off. That pass just off the head of Spencer Pike's stick and out of play. Peterborough now will go back to work on O. Ty Logan out there on the left side. As is Scott Arsenault. Arsenault trying to go 5-hole. That's closed up. So a good job by Dunkerley and a good headman pass, but not able to corral that was Angus, and now Peterborough will bring it back the other way. Out of the back door, Hartley, bit of a miscue with Woods. And now Paris will try to get it up over the timeline, got a check right out of the boards, but a good job, good composure by Whitty as he gets the ball cross on a skip pass, still loose, and turned over. So a bit sloppy at both offensive ends here, and Peterborough now will try to slow things up and be a little more deliberate and see if they can't get a good shot off. Vredenberg, left side, kick it back out, swung over to the right. Good shot, better save, and Aaron Woods. So tricky Aaron Woods, right place at the right time. He pockets his second of the game. That stops the 3-goal run, and it's 7-4 for Peterborough. Bit careless on the defensive end, picking up those loose balls. Just goes to show you how valuable the fundamentals are, and if you don't have possession, you can't score. So loose balls, an important part of this game at any level. Vredenberg, one-on-one with Keene. Keene takes a check, good swim move. Flip back, looking for Udding, goes awry. Here come the Riverwolves. Jonah Beam. Back out. Keene, of course, playing both ends. Looking back for Keene. Backhand pass. Still loose. Does a good job, does Beam. Had it momentarily. And got a good call on the interference. And right now we will have another official's timeout. 9:20 to go, second quarter. And out of the deep corner is Spencer Pike working one-on-one on Riley. Good defense. And a couple of fantastic moves, but in the crease. So Ryan Desvo, beautiful effort. And speaking of efforts, Matt Lee, one-man wrecking crew, chased that down with his own forecheck. Keene, good spidey senses to detect the defender in Udding, chasing him down. Paris now will work. Lee, shot from way out, stop. Damad now looking for the outlet, and they'll move it up to Udding. Udding dumps it off, and that's picked off by Dunkerley, and he'll loft it out, and here's Nolan Clayton. Clayton on the run, tries his overhand, missed the mark, and that will go over the timeline violation. It'll go to the Orange. 8:28 to go here in the second. Ethan Riggs will stay out there with Hartley. Colton Armstrong out there. He's got himself 3 already, looking for 4. Sidearm, good save. Ball loose in the crease, picked up, and Jonah Beam in transition. Getting chased down, good save at the other end. So Damad doing it, tracked down though by Rob King. And King will wait for some help. They'll swing it around, and it ends up on the left side. Paris trailing by 3. Pike getting worked over. Takes that hard sidearm, stopped, and not looking for it, or not able to get it initially, was Armstrong. And good instincts by Whitty to get it up over the line, and he gets it to Clayton. Clayton barrels his way over the timeline. He'll hustle off, and there'll be a delayed penalty coming to the Timbermen. Net empty at the other end for Paris. 7:15 to go here in the second. They'll work it around, under 10 on the shot clock. Keene will load. Sidearm, steer to side, and it's touched. And we'll have another Visionware power play. Dan Keene and company will go to work here with their second Visionware power play of this game. Keene at the top out there with Pike and Lee. Pike came up, one fake. Good save there by Damad, and he'll send out Doug Udding. Udding, one-on-one, goes to the corner. Good save by Dunkerley. Picked up, and the Riverwolves now will hustle over the timeline. Rob King, he'll pull it out, think better of it, and let the power play unit here go to work with 20 on the shot clock. Swung over, working on the left side. Back to the right. Keene, good job of gapping. Good hard shot from Desvo. And he comes away, Pike comes away with it. Another good rocket steered aside by DeMond. And Utting now will tipped over the line. It's got help. Dumps it off, but couldn't field that cleanly. Late hit on the play, dumped down low, transition, Jonah Beam, good save. So both goalies doing the job at both ends here in transition with 40 seconds to go in the man advantage. 30 left in the penalty kill for the Timbermen. One-on-one, Woods stopped. Rebound picked up by Paris, and they will move it on up. Whitty will dump it off to Angus. And it'll be Lee and Keene, two-man game. Keene waiting, dumps it back. And they work to Desvo on the left side. Kick back to Lee, down low. Wide open, but not able to get it cleanly was Porga. And Lee will unleash the backhand. That will go off the wall, and that will take us to our officials' timeout. Good to go here as Captain Mark Vredenberg will steerhead. This teams are at full strength now, and working inside was Wood. Simpson bails him out, corrals the rebound. Hartley, good move, dumps it out. And Woods underhand, steered aside. So good save by Dunkerley. Goes up and into the rafters and will give Peterborough another 30 to work with. Vredenberg, good spin move. Tried to tuck it in short side. Didn't realize that that rebound was right at his feet. Whitty tried to come out of there clean. He was stripped, but he'll get another chance now, and it'll be Josh Medeiros that will move it up. Whitty with his hands full as Travis Elvins harassing whomever is in range as Keene now half boards right side. 4:20 to go here in the second quarter. Pike will look for that opening. Doesn't, makes a nice move. A lot of stick work, and it gets partially blocked. Doesn't come off. Keene, though, tracks it down and flips it off the screen with the shot clock winding down, and it'll be possession to Peterborough. Leading by 3 here. It's been a bit of a lull as both teams have not been able to solve either netminder. Swung around to the right side. Woods trying to set a screen, gets it back up. His skip pass finds the mark. He gets it back. Working way up, right shooter, dumps it off, screen and roll, good save, rebound, lands in the stick of Dunkerley. He's going to send that one up, and he does. Good move to elude a defender by Angus, but not able to beat DeMond, and it will be Peterborough now that will go to work on offense. A little slippery move there from Clay Arnold as he gets it to Vredenberg. Vredenberg swing it down, shot, that'll be a reset. And once again, the captain will retrieve the rebound for a fresh 30. 3 minutes to go here, second quarter. Utting setting what I would call an exceptionally strong screen. It goes up, didn't touch the rafters, and Paris now will get possession and move it up. A good pass. Medeiros in transition, up, down, back of the net. Josh Medeiros, second of the game, and it's 7-5. Riverwolves have closed the gap, trailing by 2 here. Closest they've been since early in the opening quarter. Peterborough now will try to, at the very least, extend this lead before the end of the quarter and take a lead into halftime. That pass goes awry, picked up Dunkerley. Good outlet pass to Jamie McMahon. Had a notion, but Pike was not open. He was definitely covered, so good decision, and it'll come back out to Lee. Lee will swing it around. Desvo gets it to Pike. Pike one-on-one. slips through two defenders, backhand pass, kick out, another fake. That shot goes wide, and it's picked up and moved up in transition. Ty Logan dumps it off, and top corner finish, and a good one from Parker Sands. Much needed, and that extends the lead to 8-5. Parker Sands with a snipe in the top corner. Peterborough working hard off that face-off. 2-on-1 now. Dump back low and far corner. So in the blink of an eye, Colton Armstrong with his fourth of the half. And just like that, they closed it to 2, and the lead now is back to 4. So Paris head coach Jamie Dubrick just shaking his head a bit, not getting too many breaks. Team closes the gap, and the Timbermen just seem to find an answer each and every time, and they're now with a minute 30 to go. It's Keene, comes around, that shot stopped, and a good outlet by DeMod, and a speedy transition from Armstrong as he's stopped. But the Timbermen regained possession and a fresh clock. There'll be a delayed penalty coming to the Riverwolves. Timbermen now working with 15 on the shot clock. Hartley dances through the D, gets a shot off, and we will have another Visionware power play. So first power play for the Timbermen here in this game as they will work it around the horn. Vradenberg, the quarterback, he's out there with Simpson, Woods, Hall, and Hartley. Hall, no look, skip pass, back to Vradenberg top, sidearm stopped. So Dunkerley doing a good job there, and Riverwolves now will have to hurry, and it'll be Whitty that'll try and get it over the timeline. Double team. Manages to slide his way through, dumps it off to Medeiros. Medeiros, 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Medeiros, one-on-one. Now draws another defender, and he will slide it back out, and they will look to kill the clock. And it looks like there's a too many men call on the play, and we will get some clarification, and it certainly is. So Peterborough now with under 20 to go here in the game clock with a 5-on-3. And from in close, good hard shot from Woods, but Dunkerley up to the task now with under 10 to go. And they'll send it up and into the gondola with 2.1 seconds to go, Medeiros. And that's going to do it for the opening 30. And with that said, the score, the Timbermen 9, the Riverwolves 5. All ready to go here for the third quarter. And we're going to get some clarification right off the bat here as the Timbermen are going to start with a 5-on-3 power play. So we just needed some clarification. Initially 4 minutes put on the board for that second minor. And it's only 2, and back to work, 5-on-3 power play, safety in Joe Hall as Hartley gets manhandled, kicked back out, Simpson, lots of room, far corner. So Cameron Simpson with his first of the game, and it's 10-5. So that will nullify the first minor as Peterborough now will get it over the timeline and send their power play unit back out there with a 5-goal lead. Chance here to really spread the gap, led by 5's been their largest lead of this game. Paris has closed to within 2 after trailing 4-1 early. Cutter in Hartley. Good stop there by Dunkerley. Rebound to Vredenberg. Fresh clock for the Timbermen. Woods all day. Underhand. Not able to corral that rebound or pick it up, for that matter, was Hunter Angus. Shot from a bad angle by Hartley. Jamie McMahon in some trouble. Dodges, weaves his way through 2 defenders, and they hustle and get it over the timeline. Low shot, steered aside by Angus. Angus has a goal here earlier in this game, and now Peterborough will work it up with 15 to go in the man advantage. Flip back to Simpson. Simpson will get it to Vredenberg. Couldn't field it cleanly, and it's scooped up, and off to the races is Matt Lee. 2 defenders on him, tries to go to the far side, can't find the net. And Peterborough will move it back up. Penalties expired. Teams now at full strength. So the Timbermen able to capitalize only one time with the 2-man advantage, but still lead this one 10-5. Around the horn it goes. Leaning in is Hall. Initially was going to pass it off, but he goes to the bounce shot. Good old reliable bounce, and it's 11-5 Timbermen. With a short bench, the Riverwolves are going to have to come out with some momentum. Good job, Beam to Medeiros. Just what Jamie Dubrick diagrammed. And they pull a wee bit closer now, trailing 11-6. Big offensive output for Josh Medeiros, usually a defensive specialist. That his 3rd of the game. Timberman now will go to work here on offense. Just under 12 and a half to go. Vredenberg. And it's up to Medeiros again, who has been an offensive juggernaut. Tries the underhand, gets his own rebound. Another shot, stopped. So Josh Medeiros doing a little everything and a good effort. Not able, though, to beat Damad. And now good shooking and jiving, sniffing that 5-hole was Tyler Grandel. Not able to beat Dunkerley, and Spencer Pike and the Riverwolves now will go to work. Pike to the net. Tried to tuck it far side. That goes out of play, and Peterborough now will bring it back with 11:45 to go here in the 3rd. Croy Arnold. Twin brother Clay out there wearing number 51. Good hard shot. Another good save by Dunkerley. Lofts it up under the rafters. And a beauty pass over to Dan Keene. Courtesy Hunter Angus. Keene gets his rebound, gets it back to Beam. Beam swings it over, bounce shot. Almost snuck through the 5-hole. But Damad there, closed the wickets. And just feathered it through the rafters. As the Timbermen now will go to work here with 11 minutes to go in the 3rd. Hall, swing it down, Hartley left side. He'll look, kick it back out. They'll interchange. Now bring it back over, heading out there. Hartley one-on-one, takes Jamie McMahon right to the net. Stopped by Dunkerley, and it's moved up. Porga gives it to Lee. Lee will swing it over. Medeiros will remain on offense down left crease. Keene off the curl, not able to catch that pass cleanly as he took his eye off it. That headman up there looking for Grundle, and he's not able to corral it, but Dunkerley is. Going to have to hurry to get it over that timeline. Just managed to do it, and it's Nolan Clayton. Flips it back, and he'll retreat to the bench. So a good job outside of the crease by Nolan Clayton. Keene, Pike. Pike's going to have to find a way. Gets it to Lee. Lee tried to tuck it in, tiptoed on the crease. It's going to be Peterborough ball the other way. And they weren't sure if it was going to be an official's timeout or what the case was, and we will have an official's timeout. Set to go here as the comedians are at work at Children's Arena. Just under 10 minutes here into the third. Timbermen, Vredenberg, looking for the skip pass. It's picked off, and it's Whitty. Whitty, one-on-one with Woods. Tried to put it over the shoulder. DeMod there to close that off. Then Peterborough now the other way. Woods. His pass is knocked down, so good hustle at both ends. Give both Woods and Whitty credit, and it's Keene in alone, and he buries it. Dan Keene closes the gap, 11-7. After the Timbermen opened the quarter with 2 quick goals, the Riverwolves respond with 2 of their own, and we're at 11-7. Whitty. Good job, gets it over. Spencer Pike now. Pike will ship it across to Keene. Keene gets a screen, rolls out, looking for Lee, not there. Tried to skip past. Keene's going to have to unload. That's wide of the mark. That's going to go over the timeline. Violation either way. Peterborough's going to pick it up 2-on-1 in transition. Dump down low, and a good job by Medeiros with the stick check on Ty Logan. And now Paris will move it on up, and missed call, tiptoed on the line was Desvaux and took a late hit. Took a bit of exception to that. Desvaux has taken a couple of hard hits here and managed to bounce back. Possession will go to the Riverwolves with 8:36 to go. Desvaux will swing it across to Keene. The interchanging with Spencer Pike on the left side. Lee now will curl in. Good overhand stopped, and we're going to have, whether it be coincidental, someone somewhere is going to the box. Spencer Pike and Colton Armstrong exchanging pleasantries, so they'll have 2 minutes to discuss their social well-being as the teams now will play 5-a-side. Just over 8 minutes to go here. 11-7 in favor of the Timbermen. Vredenberg working on the left side, one-on-one, goes to the swim move. Working on Nolan Clayton. Clayton shuffling the feet well. Switch on the interchange. Hartley working one-on-one on Rob King. Gets a shot off the rafters, and it'll be possession will remain with the Timbermen. They'll get it back out to Vredenberg, the quarterback. Look for a screen. Good fake. Tried the quick shot. That went off the rafters, out of play, and Paris now will move it up in transition. Medeiros didn't have the numbers. It was just him and Beam against 4 defenders. He'll get it back from Keene. Keene will wait for their 5th runner. Dump it to Lee. Lee looking for Keene, not there, and we're going to have another Visionware power play. This time it's going to be for the Riverwolves. Third Visionware power play of the game for Paris as they will work it around the horn. Desvaux and Pike. Desvaux uncorked that. It's Desvaux and Medeiros on the left side. And that flip from Matt Lee will go the distance of the carpet, and that'll be a violation, and we'll go to the orange. Minute 40 to go in the penalty. Doug Utting out there, and he will just hold it, working with Vredenberg, who spends time on the PK as well as the power play. And they will kill some time. 15 on the shot clock. That pass. Good job of playing the carom by Woods. draws a double team. And he just rifles it with the shot clock winding down, and Paris now will get a chance to bring it up and go to work with 1:13 left in the man advantage. Medeiros out there with Desvo, Keene, Lee, and Porga. Good hard shot by Desvo. Better pad save, though, by DeMod. Desvo avoids a couple of defenders, gets it back up, swinging around the horn. 42 seconds to go, another delayed penalty. Underhand finish. So Josh Medeiros on a tear with his 4th of the game. That a power play marker. And it's 11-8. So that's the advantage when you score on a delayed penalty while you are in the lead. Vredenberg had a notion, wrong stick side, and he'll pull it out. Doug Utting in the box for slashing. So the Timbermen now will have another 2 minutes to kill here as the gap closed to 3. So a golden opportunity for the Riverwolves to cut into this deficit. Vredenberg tried the swim move, casual on the pass, picked up by Beam. 2-on-1. Good quick pass and a better save. And that's going to be a late hit from behind to the Timbermen. And again, it'll be another Visionware power play. Zach Thompson, the guilty party. Legal cross-check in the back. So a two-man advantage here for Paris and a chance to get in the game, and that pass goes awry as Lee not able to corral it, and that will give the ball to the Timbermen. Cameron Simpson, I'll tell you, you need 2 to even have a chance to get it from this guy as he'll barrel through, roll out, and get a shot in. What a goal by Cameron Simpson. Short-handed, 2 men, and it's 12-8. So 2 men short, Cameron Simpson, as Josh Medeiros with the defender draped all over him, to say the least. As having a bit of a shot clock malfunction with 4:35 to go here. Still a 2-man advantage for Paris. Around the horn. Medeiros dumps it down low. Pike, quick stick. No finish. Reset. Pike again. Got it on target. And DeMod will lay that on the carpet. Medeiros played it perfectly. And he'll bring it back the other way. 15 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Pike down low. Lee stopped. Picked up by Keene. Keene will curl around. Trying to take advantage here. Medeiros comes under. Curls out. Gets harassed. Dumps it back. Pike to a cutting Keene. Dive in. And it's not going to get pretty from here. As Dan Keene went flying into that creased area. Paris trying everything in their power to put one past DeMod. And we'll see what happens when the dust settles, if anyone will be headed to the sin bin. It looks like Medeiros headed at least in that direction, but he'll peel off, and it looks like there's an illegal cross-check on the play for sure. Question will be who it goes to, and you can bet that Keene didn't fly into that net on his own. And that's certainly the case here, as Parker Sands, the guilty party. And once again, the Timbermen will be 2 men short for, at the very least, a minute and a half. 3:56 to go here in the 3rd quarter. A 4-goal deficit facing the Riverwolves. And it'll be Ryan Desvo at the top. And he will jumpstart this power play there. 5th power play of the game. Pike, not sure why you have Pike not in the shooter spot. That's his best spot. Quick stick off the crossbar. So Spencer Pike with a cannon, usually from the left shooter spot. He's got Medeiros there as Keene sizes it up. Good no look. Back to Keene, and that will go over the timeline, and that's a violation. So 3:34 to go here in the third. 13 seconds left in the first penalty. As look for Doug Utting and the Timbermen to try to kill off the final 6 seconds. Faces the double team and gets out of it. Utting, good speed, good hands. He'll dump it off to Vredenberg. Vredenberg now only one man short now for 1:15. Vredenberg, the good underhand on target, steered aside by Dunkerley. And now Desvaux will move it up. Has a man right behind him in a defender. Got it back to Keene, and Medeiros out there working at the top. Under a minute to go in the power play. That shot, not sure where Desvaux was aiming. Medeiros, underhand, stopped by DeMod. Here comes Utting and the Timbermen. He'll get it over the timeline with 40 seconds to go in the penalty. 2:32 to go here in the third. Timbermen with a 4-goal lead here, trying to kill off multiple penalties. Utting putting on the air brakes as he, very elusive, managed to get a shot off. Paris now will work. 20 seconds to go in the man advantage. Keene one-on-one, defenders help, kicks it back out. Porga will wait. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Pike back to his familiar spot. Sidearm stop, reset. Penalty almost over. Lee dumps down. Pike kicks it back to Keene. Penalty over. Teams now all even 5 aside. Lee has his pass picked off and off to the races. In all alone is Riley, stopped by Dunkerley, and we are going to have another Vision Wear power play. Minute 41 to go here, and just the third Vision Wear power play of the game for the Timbermen, as they will go to work here with a minute and a half to go in the third. Round the horn, Simpson out there, right shooter, Vredenberg interchange. Simpson comes with the running sidearm, and off to the races is Whitty. Whitty's going to try to track it down. It's a violation, possession to Paris. Thomas Whitty draws a double team. He's going to go for a bit of a run. And they're going to let him try and work down the clock with a minute 25 to go in the penalty. And we're into the final minute of this third quarter. Whitty looking to Beam. Beam, good fake. Tried to dump it down low to Medeiros in the post. He ran through the crease. It'll go possession the other way to Peterborough. Timbermen will look to work it up. 50 seconds on the game clock. So the Riverwolves will get another possession. A minute left in the penalty. As Vredenberg now will set things up. Simpson will gap the box. Good try on the quick pass. Not there, though, as Woods will get it. Vredenberg shot right on the Riverwolves logo. 25 seconds to go. Dunkerley will send it up between the rafters in the corner. Dan Keene. What a finish with 20 seconds to go. And it's 12-9. Cameron Dunkerley threading the needle through the rafters here at Children's Arena, right into the basket of Dan Keene, and Keene parked it in the far corner as to be the final 10 seconds here of the quarter. Paris looking to try to kill it off. Keene had it momentarily, picked up by Paris, shot by Desvaux, and that will do it. 3 quarters in the books, 12-9, Timbermen. Good to go here for the fourth quarter. And off the draw, Jamie McMahon wins it. Riverwolves with possession, and they've got momentum. Trailing by 3 here, Pike out of the back door. Fakes, tries to dump it off. Does manage to get it to Whitty. Whitty, good hands. Keeps possession. That penalty over. Team's now full strength. Pike come to the underhand. Pad save made by DeMod. Ball remains loose. Picked up and moved up by the Timbermen. And out of the back door, they get the trailer up, down, no goal, crease call. I think you could see that from here as Woods had his toe on the white line, and back come the Riverwolves. Hunter Angus, he'll peel out after defender on him. Porga will knock that down, swing it over to Pike. Pike half boards, comes around, had a notion, kicked it back to Keene. Keene here on the right side. That goes right off the numbers. And that one goes right off the lights here at Children's Arena. And Paris now will regain possession. They've closed the gap to 2. That's the closest they've been since a few minutes into the opening quarter, as just too much manhandling there by Elvins on Dan Keene, and possession and a fresh clock to the Riverwolves. Lee, good speed, curls around, dumps it off. Desvo, underhand shot by Keene, stopped. Good outlet pass, but into traffic, fished out of there, and a beauty backhand pass. Went down low, did Armstrong. Armstrong been quiet since 4 first-half goals. And now it'll be Hartley that will swing it around to Udding on the left side. Udding with exceptional speed, dodges a check, swings it over. That sidearm is partially blocked and will remain here. Fresh clock for the Timbermen. Woods to Hartley, cutting. Hartley just missed the net. Beautiful fake. Had Dunkerley beaten. No reset. Going hard, and a big save by Dunkerley. Very timely outlet to Keene. Keene, one man to beat. And it's Woods, and Woods does a great job defensively to halt Keene, who flips it to Beam. And Beam now will wait for the rest of the offense. Pike dumps it off. Lee, good fake, takes it to the net. Tried to reach over and touch someone. Good save by DeMod. Pike fighting in the corner. Ball loose, and a scrum ensues. Fished out. And away come the Timbermen. Vredenberg has Woods trailing. We'll get it back out to Big Joe Hall. Woods one-on-one on Nolan Clayton. Clayton gets the job done. That goes off the screen and will be Paris ball play where it lies down low. Quick pass. Pike goes downstairs. And what a save by DeMod. I thought that may have slithered its way through. Not the case with 11:40 to go here in the fourth. Hall, no look down to Vredenberg. He'll get it back to the top in Hartley. Swing it over the right side. Nothing doing, interchange, screens happening. Nothing doing over here on the left. Had a notion, went to the underhand. That came up clean, and that will be a violation. Possession to the Riverwolves. Play it where it lies. Angus chased out, gets it back to Medeiros. Medeiros out there with Porga, Desvo, Pike, Lee. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth. 3-goal deficit. Good cut, better save by DeMod. Ball loose, and Porga in a bit of a wrestling match gives possession to the Timbermen. Ty Logan flipping, he'll retreat. Out there is Scott Arsenault. We had Scott as a different number in the first half, wearing number 4. Vredenberg shot, Good pad save. Rebound and almost had it cleanly to the Timbermen. Now they do, and a fresh clock. So fatigue may be a bit of an issue now as we get into the single digits. As Aaron Woods, boy, did he pick a good time to come with the underhand. And that restores the cushion to 4, 13-9. Woods with the hat trick now. He's got 3 goals in this game. And off the draw, here come the Timbermen. Don't have numbers. Tried a tricky shot to slide it through. Was Zach Thompson, and with the ball loose, once again, Peterborough winning those battles, and when fatigue's an issue, right down, point blank on the post. So Colton Armstrong, you ask, and he shall show up, his 5th goal of the game, and it's 14-9. So we said off the top the 4th quarter might be a challenge for the undermanned Riverwolves, and clearly the Timbermen have dominated the last 5 minutes of this quarter with possession. As Vredenberg again, they go to work. Hall locks and loads. That's steered up and into the rafters, and we will have an official's timeout. So as we come back from the official's timeout, it looks like re-entering the game is Stephen Orleman for the Riverwolves. And I'm hoping that's the case as Vredenberg tries that backhand from the dotted line. No reset on the clock, 5, and another good save. So Orleman, who started the game, comes back in, and Peterborough, though, winning all the battles for the loose balls as a delayed penalty coming here with a fresh clock, and they'll be very deliberate on how they work this Woods. Curls out, gets it back to the top. Hall swings around, tries a skip pass. It's picked up, but no possession by Paris. Got to hurry, quick stick down low off the post and in. So a beauty finish. Put that one on the highlight reel, and the Timbermen in complete control here, courtesy Fred Hartley. .8:40 to go here, and a 3-goal run by the Timbermen put them in cruise mode here as Paris with some work to do. Question will be, do they have one last push? Pike draws a crowd, gets knocked down, his backhand wide, loose in the slot. Lee had it momentarily, and now here comes Peterborough. Lob pass right into the stick of Orleman, and he will move it on up. And again, clock goes off, malfunction, play on. Paris now will swing it over to the right side. Keene with an opening. That one steered off the shoulder pad. Picked up by Pike, reset. Fresh clock for the Riverwolves. Good skip pass. Wrong stick side, but a good take by Desvo. Down there fishing hard, in close. Crease called. Possession to the Orange. 7:44 to go here in the 4th. And it could just be that Jamie Dubrick's crew just running out of gas with a short bench here on this Saturday, week 8 of the Arena Lacrosse League. That pass will go off a stick. Paris now will hustle and get it over the timeline. Beam puts on the brake, stops, gets it back. Good pass. Pike out of the back door. Manages to hang on it, gets a good shot off. But again, Damad right where he should be. Makes a save, loose. Fight for it. Pike leans in and comes away with it. Bounces off 2 hits, and not quite sure what tree Travis Elvins was trying to chop down with that slash, but he's going to spend 2 minutes thinking about it, as we'll have another Visionware power play. So Travis Elvins, 2 minutes in the box for Lumberjack impersonation. Lucky he didn't get at least minimum 4 on that based on the windup, and Paris now will go to work on the power play. Lee, good save by DeMod. DeMod's in a rhythm right now as he has done everything in his power. Shaky third quarter as he has closed the door here as that one sneaks through. So Desvo, enough on it to capitalize a power play marker, and it's 15-10. .6:17 to go here in the fourth. Off the draw, McMahon. It was a good, clean win, but he got it to the wrong team. And another good save by Orleman. And now in transition, here come the Riverwolves. Good job of getting back and helping out by Ethan Riggs. And now Paris with Keene. Keene gets a screen, defender on him, goes to the net, dives, and Keene will draw a penalty, a hold, and the Riverwolves will go back to work on the Visionware power play. No let up here for these Riverwolves as they continue to battle with the man advantage. Swing across. Desvo, and Porga. Bounce shot from the right crease finds the top corner, and it's 15-11. Brandon Porga, power play marker. Paris now off the draw. Had it, but coughed up and not able to take advantage of it or do anything with it, as the Timbermen now will be very deliberate with under 5:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Good swim move, take, and Orleman used everything to close the door there on Zach Thompson. That ball loose as Orleman fumbled it and Simpson picked it up, shot it wide, and now Paris trying to move it up. It's Keene in the corner, races to it, can't get it cleanly, still battling for it. And Keene with it. Had it momentarily before he was checked. Got it back to Medeiros. Medeiros in the slot. Flip down low to Pike. Pike will get it, curl around, and get it back to Medeiros. 4:35 to go. Keene behind the net, tries to dive, tried to slip it in. Crease ball, and we will have our final officials timeout. 4:30 to go here as play resumes after the officials' timeout. Peterborough now with the clock on their side, leading by 4. Give and go. Simpson in alone off the crossbar. So a well-diagrammed play by Joe Sullivan and company. They do manage to track down the rebound as Hall looking short side. Simpson all over that. Orleman gobbles that up, and he'll send away Medeiros. Medeiros will track it down with 2 hops. Has help. Tried to reach over. Rebound. Backhand off the post. So Desvo, good job of picking up the rebound. Not able to pocket it. And here come the Timbermen the other way. Hartley with room. Bounce shot well wide off the rafters. That's going to go the other way. And they say there was not tipped at all. And King will race up over the timeline. 3:35 to go here in the fourth. Beam will wait, and you can tell by the line changes just a wee bit slow on the Paris side. As Porga now to Pike. Pike goes with the under. Looks back up, dumps it. Lee with some speed, gets an opening. Comes with the sidearm. Off the mark, reset, fresh clock for Keene. Double teamed, rolls out, picked up by Desvo. Desvo tiptoeing around the crease to Pike. Pike hard shot, wide of the mark. That's going to go down all the way to the offensive end. And it's going to be Greg Riley that tracks it down. And he will get a reset off that shot. And with 2:52 to go. Timbermen will work some clock. Hartley. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Swing it over left side. Woods through a crowd. That rebound's picked up. And Medeiros off to the races in transition. Peels away. Curls back. Stopped by DeMond. Medeiros forechecking. It's moved up to Logan. And Logan will get it to Armstrong, and he'll settle things down with just over 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Rob King, intimidation factor, forced a turnover. And he comes away with it. Paris now will move it up. Running out of time here, under 2 minutes to go, trailing by 4. Can't get it all back at once. Got to do it one at a time. Lee, swing it. Good skip pass. Wide open down low was Desvo. Stopped by DeMond. And good job by Lee to just get it back before it went over the line. That pass off a helmet right to Keene. Minute 30 to go here. Keene, skip pass to Pike. Pike, rocket. That goes the length of the carpet. And that's going to be a violation possession to the Timbermen with 1:24 to go. Joe Hall will get it at the half boards and swing it across to Simpson. Simpson has beam on him. And I assure you, you will need the whole group. And once again, Cameron Simpson carries the load and buries another highlight goal. And that should just about do it. 16-11 Timbermen. Cameron Simpson trying to outdo each of his goals each and every time. Medeiros off the post on a beauty pass from Pike. Cameron Simpson only has one mode. That appears to be beast mode. As a little casual with that, we're under a minute to go, and the Timbermen now will initially look, and there's going to be a too many men on the floor call. And we'll see who the guilty team is. So ruling is too many men in the last minute. Penalty shot, Josh Medeiros. And Medeiros puts the finishing touches on his fifth goal of the game. That to lead the Riverwolves. And with 44.8 seconds to go, it is a 4-point lead. So give the Riverwolves some credit. They certainly didn't go quiet into the night as they continue to battle even short with a short bench. As we're into the final 30 seconds, Peterborough's going to get it over the timeline and look to kill this one off, or as close as they can with a 6-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The Timbermen now are going to improve to 5-2, and they will take over sole possession of second place in the Arena Lacrosse League. Paris will fall to 3-5, and that will slide them down to fifth place, as that will do it here for Game 1 of our doubleheader at Children's Arena. We'll be back for the second half. 16-12, Timbermen, the final.